Alright, good day. Hope everybody out there is having a good one. It's your first time to the channel. What we do around here is we follow people's suggestions rather than following algorithms. It's led us to find a whole bunch of some more musics and things that we ever would have found any other way. Whole genres, different stuff from different areas that we didn't even know existed. A lot of people doing a lot of awesome stuff. So fun, new music and all that is what you're into. And you might want to hit the subscribe button and take a look around. We got a lot of playlists of just stuff from all over the musical spectrums. I guarantee you're going to find something that is going to be a new favorite thing. This gentleman right here, I consider kind of like part of the seven samurai of flamenco. There's, these real key players that have, revolutionized, we'll say, and pushed the genre into this generation, and this is a product. This gentleman is a product of that. We have Manolo Sanluca, who we just had a couple videos of with Paco de Lucia. We have John McLaughlin, Al Di Meola, Dino. The list goes on. But from that, we have Vicente, who I believe, if I have all my information right, and please somebody correct me if I don't, is a student of Manolo's. So, yeah. Obviously no slouch, and like I said, we've had him on the channel before, and just always a joy to watch. So this is awesome. This is Callejon de la Luna, and I believe this is hopefully live. Great video. Please tell me. This translates to an alley. I don't trust Google Translates. Look at that. He's just crawling all over that fretboard. See, it's like, look at that box. How much can you pull out of one box? It's just a lot. In the zone. He's like having this conversation between two octaves, kind of like. You really like, it's like. Just the precision. You hear this on headphones. It's like. Some artists use steel on top to hear sharper sound. I'm told. How he dances back and forth between his. That's bringing the strings right to that limit right there. Hammer on a pull-off, half an octave away. So rock star, man. We're in the realms that people with electric guitars and effects and all that aren't touching. This is on a whole nother level. It's Okay, there's where is it? It was right around. 'Cause I was trying to keep. Look, okay. Now, what I've noticed, one of his like is neat about is he has a neat way of using these like hammer on pull off things, and the way he uses them, it he it sounds distinct, but it also it's like it's giving the picking hand um more power sounding than it actually is putting out, because he's literally in a way also picking on the fretboard, with the hammer on and pull offs and stuff like that. So, when I hammer, you're tapping, the string bubble. That's a hammer on. Pull offs is when you yank and pull the string off, which creates notes without the picking hand having to be involved. So, uh, Tool Anima is the whole riff is like that. They use a lot of hammer on and pull offs in their musics and stuff. It's something that we take for granted in a lot of metal musics and stuff like that. But seeing it in this fashion, it's like you have to understand. It's like they don't have the power of the amp and the distortion and the effects and everything to guide them or to aid in the sound that they are producing. Everything that you hear is coming out of his frigging hands. That's it. There's nothing else going on besides amplification. So, which is, mind you, oh, might. This is not like, it's going through an amp being this is all just microphone. That's why we're hearing a guy cough in the background. Probably got some dirty looks. But for real, this is the stuff that, I hope like inspiring guitar players. It's like it's, how do you say it? It's like he's also like playing the audience and building up this tension. And then he has these lulls to where it comes, and then all of a sudden it just blasts out, and it's like he almost deliberately guides you into this sense of calm to pull you right out of it with this cluster of notes that you can barely comprehend. And it's the amount of precision at play here. Some great shots of his back. Whoever thought of that shot? Yeah, awesome. It is a cool silhouette shot, though. I have to admit. But no, and what I mean by like a conversation is like it's almost like there was one person talking up here, and then there was a whole nother person talking down here, and it's like there was this back and forth going on, and you could, kind of like a conversation. And it's just, and that's one of the things that, the flamenco in all of its forms is great with this storytelling. And it's like, even if like you're not understand or don't, get guided in by, a title or a sense of what the song is about, you're still getting told this story, and that's the feeling you come away from. And it's like there's not, in like metal music and stuff like that. That's why I like appreciate like concept albums and stuff like that, because the amount of work that has to go in to tell a story, let alone do it musically and not be a musical, and do that in a way. And I always feel like, and flamenco is always, giving us these stories from the past, and it's like, instrumental folk music of its, that's been carried through time. And something that I always say is, look, we couldn't even keep disco hanging around for 10 years, and people were already sick of that before the 80s. Flamenco's been around for centuries. We're coming up on a birthday in this country, and flamenco's been around longer than we are old in this country, as far as us being the United States of America, that is. So I, something has to be said about that. Something that's carried through. Yeah, it's had its lulls. It's ups and downs, and it's been reinvented in a way in some areas, but it's still also performed in its very traditional fashion, and it's something that you have to pay. Say what you want, man, but I'm gonna respect, and I have a lot more respect for the music that's been around longer than your family line. It's yeah, and there's a reason for that, and like I said, there are these stories being told, and it's just you have to listen, and you also need to appreciate what we also take for granted in like the metal areas and stuff, where we can so easily become an Eddie Van Halen and all that, which, mind you, he was kind of a Paco de Lucia in the way that he wasn't he didn't read music. He just did what he thought was cool, and he just knew how to write awesome music. But that's a comparison in a way where he invented his own way of playing, and where Paco innovated this thing and pushed it forward, where at the time it had really, from what I had heard, it was kind of in a lull, and Paco was kind of the one that brought it out. That's why he's like the godfather of he's basically the god of guitar, period. But I mean, it's like, even in songs that we were made to get sick of, like Brian Adams, um, when you love a woman, it's like everybody just fast forwards to the part with the Spanish guitar because the rest of it's just like, but and that's one of the things that a lot of people don't realize, that they've gotten their introduction to a lot of this in so many different ways, and it's just, when you see it in its real form and it's presented to you, it's all that much more just whoa. I didn't realize what I wasn't appreciating here, and yeah, Vicente really, he likes to really pull some rabbits out of the hat, and pull out, it's like watching a musician, and yeah, it's magical stuff. And I could really sit here and talk about his technique and all the stuff going on, and it's just, but really, look at this man. That's all you need to do. Look, see him, yeah, awesome. That's just all you need to know. Go check out. We have a few more videos. We'll have you all linked up to, of course, and all this stuff, and a lot more to check out in the flamenco areas and beyond. Spain is a mecca for music, period. The amount of different music and the amount of stuff, and some of it attributed to other places, when in fact, no, that's from Spain too. Like there's a lot of like Celtic musics and stuff that get attributed to other places. It's like, no, that's Spain. Spain. Yeah, if it's cool, it's probably from Spain. Just saying. So, yeah, and they've been the ones that really have, I mean, look, the reason we have the guitar and the way that we do, and the things that they're still innovating to this day and pushing forward, and the amount of the classical musicians that come from Spain, and beyond. And I mean, just the the Spanish culture. I will go out on a limb here. Not really, but the Spanish culture in general is just so much more. It's like music is so much more ingrained into them in a different way, and in a much better way. And I'm glad to see that a lot of this music is getting brought over into American markets in one way, shape, or form. And I hope that only gets better, and um, there's more of that. And I'm trying in my any little way I can to let as many people as I know can tell about awesome. Just go check out Vicente Amigo. We'll have you all linked up, and Above all, have a great day. Like I said, if you like finding new music and all that stuff, we don't just talk about flamenco. We talk about all sorts of stuff here. So definitely take a look around and enjoy and let us know about a band or an artist, somebody we should be adding to the playlist. And above all, have a great day out there. As good as possibly can be. See you in the next one.